Hey everyone, Joe here from Mainline Overland. In today's video, we're going to be talking a lot about roof racks and important things to consider when you're looking to make that next purchase for your vehicle. With all the different kind of options and brands out there now for roof racks, we thought this would be a great idea to kind of break down important things to consider, important things we look for whenever you're looking to purchase your next roof rack. It might really come down to what kind of accessories you're trying to run. Maybe you're going for a certain aesthetic, but we're going to break down all of those and kind of give you some buying advice here. So the first thing you should be thinking about when you're looking at roof racks are what are your goals and needs for that rack. Are you looking for some extra storage space? Are you looking to mount additional accessories? You're looking to run a rooftop tent. What you want to carry on your roof rack is really going to have a big impact of which direction you kind of go with the rack. You really need to keep in mind weight ratings as well as available space on the rack. Some of the most popular items people are putting up on their roof racks are rooftop tents, storage boxes, solar solutions. You also need to think about if you want to run an awning, do you want some extra lighting on your roof rack? Do you want to be able to carry traction boards? Maybe you have a portable shower like a water port. Do you want to be able to carry kayaks, bikes, canoes? So you really need to figure out what you're actually going to be using that rack for, and that's really going to help you kind of steer the direction that you want to go on your purchase there. Let's face it, there's really never quite enough room inside the vehicle to bring everything you want with you on those trips, and that's where the roof rack really comes into play, and we really think it's a kind of underutilized kind of space on your vehicle. So you can really expand the room inside of the vehicle up onto the roof and carry a lot more gear with you out there on those adventures. Once you figure out what you want to carry up on your roof rack, now is the time to really kind of dive in and take a look at the different load ratings. So most roof rack companies are going to state a static and a dynamic load rating. The difference between those are static means standing still. So when you're parked, that's kind of the maximum load that that rack can carry. So let's say you're set up at camp, you pop up your rooftop tent and you're laying in it. That's kind of the number you're going to look at for static. And then the dynamic number is basically meaning when you're moving down the road. So the static number is always going to be higher than the dynamic, just because when you're moving down the road, there's some extra forces and stuff. So it's important to look at kind of both of those numbers and make sure that the rack is rated to carry those accessories that you're looking to add to your vehicle. It's also very, very important to look at the roof load rating of your actual vehicle. A lot of these racks are built so well that they're actually kind of exceeding the amount of weight that your actual roof of your vehicle can carry. So it's important to look at the rack ratings, but at the end of the day, you should really be looking at what the vehicle roof is rated to carry. So you figured out what gear you want to carry up on your roof, and you verified that your vehicle and the rack can handle that extra weight on top of the vehicle. Now is the time to really dive in and take a look at all the available accessories from that rack company. Because at the end of the day, you really want to easily be able to add on accessories. You want to have that flexibility to kind of change things up. Like maybe right now you want to run a rooftop tent, but down the road, maybe you want to switch it out for a little bit lighter setup, and you still want to be able to kind of add those accessories you want and have that flexibility to easily kind of change the setup on the roof. And that's why the brand that you choose really has a big impact now and down the road when you're looking to make those kind of edits and additions. While you're looking at all the available accessories, it's also important to look at the kind of standard built-in features that the rack is using. Is it using kind of a universal T-track slot up on the roof? So that makes it easy and kind of universal to change out accessories. You're not spending time to kind of disassemble the rack. You can just slip that bolt in, add those new accessories, and be on your way. It's also important to look at if there's already available lighting addition spots. So a lot of companies will add a cutout kind of in the front for a light bar. You should also look to see if the rack includes a wind fairing or if there's one additional that you can add on. Adding a wind fairing to a rack is really going to reduce the wind noise up on the roof as well as improve overall efficiency. Another thing to think about is if you want to do a full length roof rack or what we call a 3/4 rack, where the rack doesn't extend all the way up to the front of the vehicle. With that 3/4 rack, you're going to be saving a little bit of money, a little bit of weight. So it really just comes down to if you're willing to give up kind of that extra space for that little bit of weight savings and money savings. And if you're just committed to mounting a rooftop tent up there full time, you don't want any extra storage, then maybe the 3/4 rack is a great solution for you. Us personally, we really like the full length racks just because they give you the most amount of space, the most flexibility to mount whatever you want up there. And something else to consider is, does your vehicle have a sunroof? A lot of roof racks, how they're laid out, they're going to be blocking the sunroof there. So something to think about. A lot of the modular kind of racks, you can actually adjust the crossbars so they don't cover your sunroof. So it's just another kind of important thing to look at when you're checking out all those different brands. So once you've narrowed down your options to maybe 2 or 3 different brands, another important thing to look at is going to be the ease of install. The majority of vehicle platforms these days already have pre-threaded holes in the roof, making the installation of a roof rack super easy and simple. However, there are certain brands out there that don't have any pre-threaded holes into the roof. If your vehicle does require drilling into the roof for that roof rack install, that's really something you kind of want to leave to the professionals. Here at Mainline Overland, we have done a ton of these over the years. Our guys in the shop are super confident about it, and we have probably hundreds of them out there with no kind of leaking issues, no issues at all. So it's just something to note. If you do have to drill, make sure you bring it to a professional that knows what they're doing. So we actually got the idea to make this video from a recent customer who came into our shop here in PA. He had a brand new Land Cruiser. He wanted to mount a bunch of new accessories on top of his roof. So we kind of went through this whole process with him, kind of identifying what he wanted to carry up there, and then kind of steered him in the direction that we thought that would kind of best suit his needs and give him the most flexibility down the road. And his main goal was to be able to run a rooftop tent plus a 270 awning that was easily removable. We thought the FrontRunner roof rack was the perfect option for this customer because of the easy install on that vehicle, the super high load rating, and the huge variety of accessories that FrontRunners offers. And with their T-track design in their roof rack, it makes it super easy, just kind of slip in a bolt, add on those accessories, and take them off when you don't need them. But kind of the main selling point for the FrontRunner is they have these really nice quick release awning and rooftop tent mounts. So these quick release mounts allow you to remove rooftop tents and awnings without any tools, making it super easy. When your adventure's over, you just pull the pins out and you pull off the tent and the awning. The fact that this customer easily wanted to be able to remove his rooftop tent and awning was kind of really what pushed us to recommending FrontRunner. Their quick release mounts and brackets are really killer. I hope this example gave you some insight into our thought process that we go through with customers every day here when we're looking to add roof rack and really any other accessories. If you have specific questions on your roof rack or really any other kind of aspect of your build, please feel free to reach out to us here at Mainline Overland. I'll be happy to run through everything with you, kind of point you in the right direction so that equipment is really going to support your wants and needs of your adventure. If you're lucky enough to be the proud owner of the brand new Tacoma, Land Cruiser, or the GX550, go ahead and check out our links below. We put together a collection of all the roof rack brands out there for your specific model. So go ahead, check those out down below. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Happy to give you advice and guidance on your next Overland build. Thanks for watching.